Yo, welcome back. It's your boy Jay. I got Money and Key with me, and welcome back to ElusiveMindz podcast, where we know that your dreams may be difficult to reach, achieve, and obtain. But by the grace of God, giving us the ability to give you this game for free, we hope that by the end of this episode, we bring you closer to making your dreams a reality. Let's hop into it. It's the first time for everything, man.
I got the Hoochie Daddies going.
Hoochie Daddies is crazy. We're starting off with comedy.
You know it. Funny guy here.
Just to get into it for real. Before we start, like as always, guys, we appreciate the love and support. We appreciate whether it's one person or a billion. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really matter. This guy's over here doing a sign language. But that's cool though. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. You know, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But we definitely appreciate the love and support. If you haven't turned on post notices on, hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? And a whole bunch of more other things just to stay in tune for the rest of season 1 and more season to come and more episodes. So to jump into it, guys, today's topic is spilled milk aftermath. So before we get into the discussion, I want to know from you guys, where are you guys at as far as your mental state? You know what I'm saying? Where are we? How are we doing? What was the week looking like? What was if there were any challenges, or you know what I mean? Just what was interesting about your week?
You want me to go first?
You know,
Yeah, I mean,
let's talk about it.
it's been a very eventful week. I ain't gonna lie. It's just been downhill, bro.
Okay.
Like, it's just because, like, obviously, you know, it's the month of October.
Yeah.
October ain't,
Tough month.
tough month, for real. So, you know, with that, I kind of checked out.
Right.
Kind of really try to get myself together. Grades been slipping a little bit. Not out of my control. Like, I understand, like, how far I fell,
Right.
what assignments I need to do to get back, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's a controlled slip, for real.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've been calling it. So it's like, you know, I'm like, alright, you know, I ain't going to this class, but, you know, I can do the work. I know what work need to be done. But then, all it takes was one phone call home, I get this text. I've been getting these texts for about 4 years now.
Tell me about it.
So it's just like, I'm seeing the text, I'm like, dang, like, I'm already down. And you just kick me back down, like, I'm trying to get back up. You telling me you gonna do this and that and that and this. And I'm like, alright, like, I understand, like, what I'm doing right now is kind of not the best. But, like, I don't need you yelling at me through text.
Yeah.
It's like, that ain't,
exclamation points.
literally, it's like I understand what you saying is trying to motivate
Pause.
me.
I don't mean to cut you off. But it's parents,
Bro,
you know what I'm saying?
that yelling through text.
Just because you put the exclamation point on the message for real,
Or capitalize
something, or capitalize the words, you know what I mean? You're not really getting through to me like that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It's not really helping the situation at the time. You know what I'm
Cause
saying?
it's like I'm ready to be 18. Like, you can talk to me. Like, you come and talk to me and just like explain to me, like, you know, like, what's going on? Why is this happening? Like, what's going on with you that's making you do these things? And that's all it takes, is just to ask how I'm doing, to really understand.
Yeah.
Like,
For sure.
instead of just coming at me because the teacher called you. So it's like, you know, I'm getting her, she breathing down my neck. Now I'm walking on eggshells, like, this to the point where I don't even want to leave my room. Cause I don't know what she gonna say. Like, I leave my room, she say something, I'm like, alright, now my whole mood already ruined. My mood been ruined since the month started. And you just making it worse. And I understand she want the best for me and everything like that. But it's like,
sometimes the approach could be a little
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
And it's like, it makes it worse.
Yeah.
Cause it's like, now, like, I don't even want to tell you what's going on. Cause, like, you feel me? You just yelled at me through text. And then want to come home and be like, you ever had long grapes? Like, I'm like, I don't want to talk to you right now. Like, you just yelled at me this morning. Like, the first, like, I wake up, bro. Wake up. And I get a message, and you come home and ask me, have you
why
ever
gotta
had,
be grapes though?
you ever had these type of grapes? I'm like, nah, I ain't never had them. Like, and I don't want to give off an attitude because, you know, you still moms, but it's like,
Oh man, that's hilarious.
It'd be annoying. I'm like, come on. Like, long grape. And to make it worse, yo, them long grapes ain't even fresh. Like, they like soggy. They damn near raisins at that point. It's like, I don't even want them. It's like, alright, like, I know what I gotta do, but like I'm not trying to really, you know. Yeah.
She gave my man's raisins.
Bro, like I did not want.
Oh man.
I mean,
boy,
it's
that's funny.
just been it's been a week.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean,
For
mentally it's a battle right now.
I mean, you here though. You know what I'm saying? You
That's
here.
all I can say is I'm still here, still
going
pushing.
Definitely here.
Still going strong.
That's all I can do. Keep the faith.
Definitely.
Got that tatted.
Stay the course.
Stay the course. If you know, you know.
Indeed. Episode 5.
Yes,
It's
God.
our last episode if you didn't already.
I'm a.
You feel me? Yeah. Past week, I ain't gonna lie, it was definitely a little challenging. You know, I was in a limbo of is where I'm at right now really what I want to do for like my upcoming like things in life for real. It's been like a low key internal battle with like within my household for real. I just ain't really been on the same page as certain family
Nah, I
members
feel
in
it.
here.
Yeah, I know that.
I ain't gonna lie, cause I definitely feel like I outcast and all.
You feel me?
Sometimes.
Like I don't know, it's just like I'm hearing one thing, but then I think one thing, and what I think is right, but they don't think I'm right. I don't know. We just gonna go whatever that was. I don't know what that was, but yeah.
Oh man!
This
This is crazy.
I couldn't hold it because I looked at his
Right.
face. Hey yo.
God damn.
No, but back to your point. You know, problems inside the household not necessarily being on the same per se page. You know, with the people in your household. That's an interesting thing. You know what I'm saying? And an interesting dynamic. Just based on the fact that some of the things we talked about. You know what I mean? Like.
They like the youngest.
You know what I'm saying? They gotta be.
Like they like mad close for
You know what I'm
real.
saying? Sorry for the.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, what's up?
Yeah. But
They
anyway,
lighted my doors.
you know what I'm saying?
You want me to like check?
We'll wait till that episode's over.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I almost got up.
Yeah, it get like that. No, but in all seriousness, you know, just that idea of you know, wanting more for yourself, but then on top of that, just having to deal with the aspect of everybody else's problems for real. You know what I mean? In that situation.
It's a thing of like being like older now and being called on way more for certain things while having to balance your life at the same time. You're like top like person for a lot of people. It's just a lot sometimes.
It's definitely a liminality.
It's definitely a lot sometimes, but I guess that's just what comes with being a man in your family growing up.
Yeah.
I guess, so it's just
Especially
that-
being
man,
a man
period.
in the house.
it's just
Man,
being a
period.
man around. It's just that extra that extra gear that you gotta take.
Yeah, because it's like you gotta stay strong.
You feel me?
You gotta keep. You
can't
can't.
really say no.
No. You gotta keep
Can't.
going. You gotta keep going because like basically holding everybody together for real.
The minute you break off, it's kind of like, dang.
Yeah. So it's kind of like you gotta, no matter what you got going on, you still gotta keep pushing for real. That's why like my main thing was like, you know, right now mentally I ain't really here for real, but it's like at the same time it's like I got stuff I gotta get done. Like, you know, they still gonna be there regardless if I do them now or later. Like, I still gotta get stuff done. I still gotta finish. So school and everything. So it's like I can deal with the mental, or I can keep pushing. And like I'm trying to find, you know, that balance of, you know, dealing with both. Right now, school lagging a little bit, but like the mind and body comes first for real. Like I gotta make sure the body and the mind is right. That way everything else will fall right in line for real.
I can dig it. 1,000 and gazillion%.
Yeah.
I would say this week for me has been it's been interesting due to the fact like I was at work yesterday and I was just like in a mind frame of not really being happy with where I was at for real. You know what I mean? At that period of time, and I kind of found myself like having to straighten myself up in my attitude. You know what I mean? Just an idea of like, you know what I mean? 2 months ago, I was, you know what I mean, out of the job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Trying to figure out how I was gonna, you know what I mean, facilitate certain things in my life for real, and it was kind of difficult and challenging. You know what I mean? I was blessed to have, you know, some people in my corner to be able to support me in during those times for real. You know what I'm saying? But just getting back to, just the world of, you know, working and taking care of your responsibilities and things of that matter. I just had to kind of, you know, get into the mind frame of just being grateful about where I am at this particular time. It might not be necessarily where I want to be for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But just the idea of just keeping a good attitude. Like I was just talking to my grandfather and I asked him, I said, you know, when I asked him, when I leave the house, I asked him to pray for me. He asked me, he said, well, what is something that you know, is there anything in particular that you want me to pray about? And I said, you know, just having a good attitude, you know what I mean, doing things with excellence, having a good attitude even when things, you know what I mean, don't feel favorable, even when certain things aren't fair, you know what I mean, even when the idea of fair as a man, you know what I'm saying, is not really, it really shouldn't even be in our, you know what I mean, vernacular, in our vocabulary, because we go through so many things that are not fair, but we still have been doing for real, you know what I'm saying, so, you know, I think I would have to say just the idea of learning how to continue to smile through the BS, you know what I'm saying, going through situations that are not really ideal, you know what I mean, it's not really favorable to me, but carrying a good attitude and being positive about it anyway. So.
And I think like one thing, like as a group, we can do more is just start acknowledging, like, you know, the good things we have. Cause like we can point out every single bad thing that's going on right now, but just acknowledging like the little things, like the little wins that we got. Like right now, like the little win for me, I'm doing good in math. I ain't done good in math since 8th grade. Like,
I hate that.
this is like
in City, I don't mean to cut you off. In City, you guys are wrong. You guys are wrong for giving me the same teacher that I had my freshman year, my senior year. You're wrong. It's an ongoing battle. You know what I'm saying? It is an ongoing battle. You know what I'm saying? And you know who I'm talking about. So I just wanted to put that out there. You can go ahead and keep
But
going.
yeah, like, you know, I ain't done good in math in years. It's just the fact that I got a B- in math
Shout out
right
to you.
now. Obviously, my other classes ain't on par, but it's like, look, I don't need those classes. I got 19 and a half credits.
If you put that effort in the math,
like, come
you're gonna
on.
fuck through those other classes.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, I go in math and I don't talk. I don't, like,
Just
obviously,
yeah.
I'll be, like, on my phone, but, like, I've done my work. Like, I'll take notes. I'm paying attention. Obviously, I ain't participating because it's like, you know, I don't really need to do all that, you know, as long as I'm paying attention to what
I mean,
I
as
gotta
long as you
get
get
done.
done,
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. That's dope. And you know what I mean? Keep up the good work.
Yeah, I'm trying,
Keep
man.
on the gas pedal. To jump into today's discussion about the spilled milk aftermath. I actually had one of my football coaches. He was the offensive coordinator for my JV football team. And shout out to Coach Rick too. God rest his soul.
Shout out.
God rest his soul. My JV football coach, Coach Dobbins, was the offensive coordinator of. Well, he might still be the offensive coordinator for JV, but you know, I would go by his office every day. You know what I mean? Just like I get to school and you know I make my rounds or whatever. In Coach Dobbins' office, I made it my business to be there every morning, whether it was just saying what's up, whether I finished my work in class and just wanted to kick it with him for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I remember him telling me like, he said there's no point of crying over spilled milk. It's the idea of, okay, the milk is spilled, where do we go from here? You know what I mean? So the bigger meaning in that is, you know, certain situations happen, bad situations happen. I could remember like, you know, when I totaled my car, and you know, that's an example of spilled milk. Just because of the idea of the spilled milk was the mistake that I made. You know what I mean? And I couldn't really resonating the idea of where do I go from here, because I was too busy focusing on like what could I have done to prevent that from happening for real. You know what I mean? What decisions could I make? And it kept me up at night. You know what I'm saying? Rather than like what can we it took me a minute to get to that place of like, all right, you know what I mean, this is done. You know, what did I learn, and what can I build on to make sure I'm not putting myself in that position again. So the question that I have for you guys and for myself too, what is a situation that you know, per se you could consider well, in a deeper sense, it's spilled milk, metaphorically speaking, but what was that spilled milk aftermath like for you? If a situation or a story that you might have that you were in a position where it's like, dang, like I went through this situation, it was tough, you know what I mean? I was beating myself up about it because I knew I could have did something different, but it's out of my control. Where do we go from here?
I would probably have to say losing certain people. Not like, I mean like friendship, losing certain people. Right? You know what I'm saying? I used to be cool with a lot of people growing up that remained until like 3 years ago. Messed up situations, you know. Some things were done. Some things were said.
Let's get into it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it. We don't have to name drop.
We don't got to
or anything like that. We don't have to name drop. You know.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. We don't. You know what I'm saying? But
so basically, somebody I was really cool with. So I thought basically was doing something behind my back that was really foul. You know what I'm saying? Very foul. And it could have been easily avoided.
All it takes is one conversation.
But that said person didn't carry it in that way, so it turned into this whole thing that's still kind of going. Not really, but still going. Spilled milk. And with me, I was more so on the fence of like, I don't need to act out on it in terms of like physical, because there's no point in it. I'm not gonna get no satisfaction in really doing that at the end of the day. You feel me?
Yeah, it's in the game for sure.
Like, I'm gonna just keep leveling up, and that's just gonna be my, you know what I'm saying, my rebuttal to that shit, to that. And
I can dig it.
And it goes further than that. Like, just a lot of people from around that time period I was cool with, like, they just wasn't adding any value to my life anymore. They served no purpose in being around. And it was really one of those things where, like, I wasn't even mad or sad about the fact that they were gone or nothing. I was more so happy that they were gone for real, because they were really, like, dragging me down to a whole different path that I didn't even really want to be in for real.
Right.
So it created that, and I just had to, you know, remove myself from that portion of my life, because it wasn't going to do nothing but put me in even worse situations that I already been in, involving said people. So that's spilled milk right there, you know. That spilled, you know, they didn't even bother cleaning it up. I just left it alone, you know what I'm saying? I just left it alone.
You'll put a rug over it.
Wasn't even no sense of clearing that up, because wasn't gonna be cool with that person or nothing like that anyway ever again. So
indeed, for sure.
I was sitting here trying to think, like,
I got one for you.
I ain't really got nothing right now.
Let's just say, prime example, spilled milk could be a situation that you're going through, just with school. You know what I'm saying? Just your experience with okay, so say like just your process from going to city, having to take the bus, having that struggle with transportation, and getting into a new situation, and you had some struggles early on into that new situation. What was the aftermath like of that when the milk was spilled, in terms of the idea of, you know, like, I'm in a better situation, but I still got to put myself in a position to be successful. What was that like?
Because it's like, you know, the real reason I struggled, no one knows this. The real reason I struggled, I got distracted. Okay, you know, you going to a new school.
Easily.
You go to a new school,
For sure.
and it's just a bunch of women.
Everything comes
It's
fast.
it's just a bunch of girls just
You
out there,
everything comes
and
fast.
it's like, you know, I wasn't expecting all of that for real.
No.
But it's like, you know, being 17, you gonna open them doors right for them, let them all come in and be like, hey, house party, come on, we good.
Right.
So it's kind of like, you know, I was easily able to get distracted and take my mind off, like, the main thing, release my foot off the gas just a little bit to where, you know, things start dropping. But it was like once I went through everything I went through early on and realizing, like, all right, look, I didn't come here for none of this. Like, I let myself, it's my fault that all of that happened because I allowed myself to go through all of that. Yeah. So it was kind of sort of, you know, realizing, like, what the goal is. The main goal is graduate, but the, you know, short-term goal was no summer school. And you expressed that a lot. You was like, look, I don't care what you gotta do, no summer school. And it was just, you know,
definitely
continuing to just push myself each day, getting to school on time, making sure I'm completing work. If I talking to the teachers, saying what, you know, I gotta do in order to not, you know, fail the class, especially my English class, knowing that that was a main class I needed. And if I failed that, that's straight to summer school, world history, you know, just making sure all the classes I need, just passing them, making sure, like, I'm doing well mentally, physically, and emotionally, and just pushing forward. But, I mean, it definitely paid off because there was no summer school. There was first summer I had to myself since I've been in high school. And it's just been a battle, but we winning now.
Yeah, almost at the finish line.
Yeah,
This chapter of your life. Man. To me, this is kind of, I would have to say, for me, it was, maybe getting kicked out the house. Yeah, definitely getting kicked out the house. We're talking every bit of March, I think, March or April.
I'm pretty sure.
I had just got my my second car, and during that weekend, I was like, I was coming from work. I got off work at 9? I got off work at 9 o'clock. I didn't go straight home. I went to go holler at at the time, a very good friend of mine, and you know, we chopped it up, had a good time. Got lost in time. Well, got lost in track of time. Got in the house about 12 o'clock. I was leaving back out, but during that period of time, and the way you know, the way my mother operates her household, you know what I'm saying, and respectfully so, rightfully so.
Yeah.
You know, that's her home, that's her rules.
Make
And
sure
you know what I mean, things of that nature. We just kind of bumped heads, and it just got, you know what I mean, to a place where you know, I decided that, you know what I mean. Well, I really didn't have a choice, but it was on top of just the idea of, like, you know, just closing the chapter out of my life, not wanting to do the whole idea of getting kicked out, coming back, getting kicked out, coming back. You know what I'm saying? So as far as like that aftermath, what I'm just been discovering, just about myself and just about the idea of life for real, is like, it's just the idea of being a young man for real. You know what I mean? I said this early on in the week. Nobody really cares.
No.
You know what I'm saying about
what
what you know. You know what I mean? Nobody really like truly genuine, because like, outside of the people within your immediate circle, for real, you know what I mean? Nobody really has that compassion or empathy for you as much as you think they do, or as much as you would want them to have, for real, because we're in a position that's where, like, we have to get it done, and there's really no excuse.
That's why, like, a lot of stuff stay in the circle.
Yeah,
right?
nobody wants to hear a sob story, or nobody wants to hear I can't, or you know what I mean? So it's just that experience. Going from that, I looked at it and said to myself, you know, what was it that I was missing out on? How could I have been a better son? You know what I'm saying? And not that I feel as though the blame was, you know, fully on me, but in some ways I know that, you know what I mean, due to being a parent, I can't relate in that realm, but I know there's stress involved. I know that some of the things that I didn't help contribute to it in a positive way, you know what I'm saying? So just in that room, I had to take a look in the mirror, you know what I'm saying, and say to myself, what is it that you need to work on? What is it that you can improve from? And where do we go from here? You know what I'm saying? So it's just that idea of wanting to be better, the idea of wanting to learn, and just stepping out of your comfort zone. You know what I mean? And being honest with yourself. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's really, it's just all about putting yourself out there, for real. You put yourself out there, you never know what comes your way.
Yeah,
like, you just build connections, just being open, for real. And that's something I've been told a lot, like, just keep yourself open, because you never know, like, what opportunities could come your way. And, like, me, fortunately, like, one opportunity by me staying open was coming to Emerson and being able to, you know, get to a point where I don't have summer school, get to the point where I can, like, if I was to be in the county, I'd be able to graduate early. Like, it's these opportunities that I was able to get. Unfortunately, I'm not able to graduate early, which is something I was, like, you know, trying to get. I was trying my hardest. Like, if you know me, Milford was always number one. That's like,
I was advocating.
Milford was like Damian Lillard trying to go to the Miami Heat. Like, I was really fighting. It just, you know, the battle. Look, my odds were stacked against me.
Man got sent to the Milwaukee Knights. Down there
in the G League.
College.
I went from playing in LA. I'm in Utah now. Like it ain't really.
She not bottom of the barrel. She not bottom of the barrel. She
she is the barrel.
She like last. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it is the barrel, yo. Like, if you ever just step foot in Emerson, bro, and really just walk around the hallways, bro.
I ain't never been there.
You don't want to be there, bro.
That was a last ditch effort.
Yeah, bro. It was literally like, what's your backup plan?
Last ditch.
It was like, if Milford don't work, where are you going if that don't work? I was like,
I'm just gonna go to zone school.
I don't know. And I didn't even say Emerson. They said Emerson. I'm like, they were like, is this something you want to do? This is something you want to do? I had to find me in Emerson. Like, I had to, because Milford, I mean, it's a family school. Like, a lot of family went there.
Yeah, no, for sure. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
But it was kind of like a thought in the back of my head. Maybe, I should go up there for, go for it. My brother, yeah, because Justin went up there.
See?
You know what I'm saying? So it was a thought.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It didn't
We
happen.
would have all been at
You know
Milford,
what I'm saying?
same time.
What were they, the Millers?
Yeah.
Okay, we're the Millers.
I would have been playing football, yo.
Because right now I think I graduated, MJ just graduated, and then Ryan already graduated.
Yeah.
All from Milford, like in a row.
Yeah.
So,
I ain't gonna lie, my kids going to Milford.
shout out to MJ.
I ain't gonna lie. Underrated. I ain't gonna lie, you need to make some more.
Shout out my camera guy.
Yeah, God.
We definitely.
I'm dropping 30 on you next time we hoop.
We got some big things. We definitely got some big things in store. I hope you're not going for that either.
I just want to put this out there. I just want to put this out there in the world. Man, when it comes to this 2v2 thing, we really do this. Like, I don't really see, like, we haven't really lost a lot of 2v2 games. You know, we may lose one game, but we'll win the series. I mean, this man, he knows it best. He knows it best when it comes to these basketball series. He can't really hang with us for real. I don't know why you looking like that, yo. The last series we played, we smoked y'all. Didn't we sweep them too?
Who that was? Him and Jay?
It was him and Jay. I ain't like, we gotta stop running that matchup. It's not fair anymore. Him and Jay really
It just be on some like
can't go no more.
It just be on some like, you know what I mean? Now I'm about to start airing it out now. You know what I'm saying?
Cause I like look.
Cause let me speak my piece.
No, cause in a 1v1 setting, alright, I'm out of the conversation.
Let me speak my piece for real, because in the 2v2s, we know who the big dogs is for real. We really know who the original big dogs is for. So let's get that
I
straight.
just want to say,
you know what I mean? I'm on my Stephen A. I'm on my Stephen. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You know I'm on my Stephen A.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Because on the 2v2s, we really know
check the footage.
who at the top of the rank.
The last series we played at
we're talking about.
I was damn near leading score.
We're talking about overall. We're talking about overall the best 2v2 duo.
Overall, the best 2v2
Your second, your duo is second in line to 1 and 2.
I just want to say, like,
1
it's
and
like
2.
it's like 1A.
No, it's not. No,
Because
it's 1A and it's 2C. You know what I'm saying?
2C is crazy.
It's
so
a whole.
above.
It's
above.
Me and him.
You said 2C.
Me and him.
What do you mean 2C? So it's where's 2A and 2B?
Me and him. We cover that whole round.
Alright, look.
We cover that whole round. The only reason.
Either way, I'm a winner, basically.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? The only reason why we're so called getting smoked is because my bad Jay, he just lazy for real. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. Right.
And the only reason why we don't go me and Mon and get
That's
you
not
and Jay,
fair.
exactly.
That
So
ain't fair.
I ain't gonna lie, he didn't offer to do that so many times.
you know what I'm saying? And he didn't spare y'all for real. So really, if we talking 2v2 at the top of the list, we're sitting up there on the Grand Canyon by ourselves.
But guess what?
I digress.
No. Listen though. I understand. Look, I acknowledge your greatness, right? You know, I acknowledge it all the time. But what I'm saying is, when it's me and him, I don't see nobody really messing with us for
He's
real.
around, man.
Like, I don't have a supporting cast for them.
I mean, you had
we can't say I mean.
You had
We can't say I mean.
I mean, you had Cass.
He's a cone. I love you, Green. But Green's a cone on defense. We gotta be honest about it. If we're gonna be honest about it, he's a cone on defense.
He tried to play the mind.
I don't have a supporting cast. Bro, I don't have a great supporting cast. More times than not, I'm carrying.
You had a slug.
Yeah, slug.
I don't think that was a
series. No, it was a series.
We didn't finish that.
We did.
We did?
Yeah.
Did we lose that?
It started in water.
We lost that one?
Yeah.
I mean, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying?
supporting both sides.
That's it's been great series.
So would you put y'all two over our two?
No.
Okay.
Cause like 1v1, I ain't really got that for real. So it's like, you know, I can't put our two over there. I could put it next to y'all or just like a little bit lower, but like I ain't.
That's respectable.
Yeah.
I respect it.
See, I'm realistic with it.
I respect it.
I'm realistic with it. Like I ain't out here saying we the best 2v2 in the city. You know, even though I may think it.
Like that, you know what
I mean, you can say that. You know, like yeah, but I ain't really got it like that. But you know.
Let's get it like that, though.
You know what I'm saying? I respect what you're saying. You know what I mean? I've got smoked on multiple occasions. And,
it's definitely been games where I be like, all right, we might lose this.
I put my best foot forward every time. You know,
you're over there looking like Damian Lillard.
I can't really be mad with my performance. It's just sometimes been I haven't always had it to support a cast needed. Not making any excuses. I'm just putting it out there that you know what I mean. Sometimes I can't be Superman.
I'm gonna just say this now.
This is technically an example of spilled milk after.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's spilled. Like you ain't really got nobody for real. Cause
Kevin J, I love y'all. I just had to put it out there for real. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, Jay. You know what I'm saying? How come you get on his team for real, and then you start acting like Kawhi Leonard? You know what I'm saying? 2013, 2014, like the Spurs against the Heat for real. You know what I'm saying? You get on my team to want to lay on defense for real, but you get on my team, you get to guard me all crazy type. So I just want to know, is it me? Am I the problem? You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's me.
You got my last name. It's like the thing.
Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. I think it's just a switch that he just turns on when he plays for me.
I seen Jay go stupid one time with the whole like it was me and Jay versus like two people and Jay carried. Jay carried the whole time. I'm
He's
like,
good
look,
for it. Though.
I'm like, look, Jay.
He definitely is.
Jay, they doubling me, bro. I can't do nothing. They need to be me.
Is.
This man, 2020 pull up. 2020 back him down.
Feel me?
I'm like, yo.
That's really in his arsenal, though.
I be needing that.
It really
You know
is.
what I'm saying?
I just, you know, they just gotta stop leaving me open. Cause if I get my shot off, and I keep getting the shot off, eventually I'll start hitting him. and then it's just like
that dead water really.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That day right there proves that like.
That was definitely a great. That was a great day.
Once again, shout out to Mon Hoops, Keyzone
Keystone basketball.
I'm ready to tell bro.
I haven't got one yet, but stay tuned for that. You know what I'm saying?
Jay Lays.
That's actually pretty catchy. That's actually
Jay Lays.
I like that.
That's kind of
I like that.
I ain't gonna lie.
It's kind of
I
tough.
like that a lot.
Man, I miss hooping.
I like that.
I kind of got chill for a little bit.
No, but
chill.
But in just in the bigger sense of things and just the bigger overall just insight of the conversation, you know, I would like to think that I've gotten better with the idea of, you know, just building that mindset of not looking at certain situations and saying like, you know, it's messed up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
More than anything, rather than saying, where can we go from here? You know
facts.
what I'm saying? How we know it's bad. We know.
Just trying to look for solutions.
You know what I'm saying? Looking for
trying not to get,
solutions.
like,
you know what I'm
lost in
saying?
thought, like, dang, it's over.
Just looking at the notes, feeling, man. What's the
Because like
solution?
even
What's
sometimes
the
I do be
aftermath?
catching myself thinking about like, dang, what could I have done differently? But then when I catch myself, it's like, all right,
I gotta figure out the
how,
next
how do we
moves,
figure how do we fix it? Like how do we continue to keep going forward? Like yeah, like I could dwell on like maybe I should have got up early to get to school. Maybe I could have turned in this assignment a little bit earlier. No, it's all right. I know where we at. I know what I need to get done to get where I want to be at. So let's just do it. Like instead of just dwelling on it for real. Like because you gotta get done. Like you gotta get everything done for real.
That's a key, no pun intended, skill to have for real.
That's a great point.
Ain't gonna lie, we be saying that a lot, you know. What else we be saying? Speed is key.
Speed is key.
Feel me?
I ain't gonna lie, if you know,
Patience is
YouTube
key.
name used to be Speedy Key or something.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was a time.
For real.
I had
Clutch key.
so many different names, bro.
I remember like 90% of them.
We got. I want to see how many you know.
King Wolf Slayer, something like that.
King Wolf Slayer 24.
Clutch Key.
Yup.
Speedy Key.
Yup.
What was it before the one it is? Hoodie Key.
Yup.
That might be all I got from right
You
now.
got the clutch. You got the clutch guard key. Like you had.
I forgot the one you had when I was still in school.
You had slick key.
Slick Key.
Okay.
410 key.
Okay, we went to IG. I was thinking PlayStation.
PlayStation. I'm thinking of all of them. I ain't saying the YouTube.
Just all the keys. I got all the keys to the
he
city.
got the keys with me.
I ain't gonna lie. Like you got Key Grizz, Red 2 Slick. That's my Xbox.
Man, name of my phone is Key.
Okay, that's what it was. It was too slick. Yeah.
Keychain is crazy.
That's how I remember.
You got Mon Dog,
On Dog's Key.
J Jizzle. That's your name.
Feel me?
Jay Jizzle.
I ain't gonna lie. His contact picture, bro. Bro's an undercover Fed. Like, bro literally looks like you'll walk into like a barbershop and be like, yo, anybody in here got Zai? Yo, had a big, what's the orange hoodie you be wearing? That hoodie with the Timbs on and some jeans. Straight Fed, yo. I ain't gonna lie. Don't ever
Man,
get
that's
that
the
too
one
again.
said, though.
He looked like the older Gemini Jones.
Shout out to you, man.
Yo, bro.
And
Smack it like
stay tuned. Stay tuned, guys. We got something. We got
Uh-oh.
something in the works.
Uh-oh.
With that as well. It's gonna be interesting for real. So I'm gonna keep you guys tuned.
I ain't never get to ask you.
Yeah.
What is your take on that Canelo fight?
What's the take on Canelo? Okay. I mean, I said it before the fight happened. I think experience is just that. You know what I mean? That's life. That's a teacher in anything that you do, and especially in a field of boxing. You know what I mean? That's a very intricate and technical sport that involves a lot of mental focus.
Definitely.
And I think Canelo did exactly what he was supposed to do. He came out. He used his experience to his advantage. He used his knowledge as far as some of the things he's seen. He's been in a ring with
I told
a
you
lot
that
of
same
greats.
day. I was like, he gonna show why he great.
You feel me? Overall, I mean, you can see why the guy has been undisputed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, for some time. But I would like to think that he definitely put on a showcase. It wasn't anything spectacular in the realm of like any knockouts, anything like that. He just outboxed.
If you a boxing fan, you appreciate.
Yeah, you definitely appreciate it. He definitely outboxed.
Very technical.
He won that fight. He definitely won the fight, without a doubt. In realms of Charlo, you know what I'm saying. If anybody knows me, I'm a Bud guy. Shout out to Bud Crawford.
I'm so sad still.
You know what I'm saying.
He really beat the living crap out of Earl.
Like, look at those highlights.
Yeah, we did. We definitely did. We looked at those.
I was so like, I ain't talk during the fight. Like, I ain't
and see the interesting thing about that, and why I be so like proud for real. It just be the idea that everybody goes against it. You know what I mean? And I keep my stance. Everybody thought Earl was gonna win, and I wasn't convinced not one bit. I would be lying. I would be lying if I said that I knew that Bud was gonna win in that fashion. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, that was kind of
win for sure. That was a dominant masterclass.
One fight I definitely recommend for you to watch is Benavidez versus Caleb Plant.
I didn't get a chance to see that. But
cause that fight was.
But just like in the realm of boxing, for real, as an aftermath after the fight. So
it's like, where do you go?
If I'm asking, where do we go from here? Do we think there's a potential? Well, after possibly if Earl, I hear he's initiated the rematch clause. If that ends up happening for real.
I don't want to see it again.
I don't. Okay, all right. Let me get to this point though.
All right.
So if in fact there is a Bud and Arrow part 2 for real, do we think that there's a possibility that could possibly be a Canelo Bud for real? You know, considering all things.
Because for me, I think with this rematch, right? You know, I'm not the biggest boxing fanatic, but I be like, you know, in tune. What's going on?
You into the left?
Yeah. So I feel as though going into this fight, Earl gonna be hungry. Earl lost all his belts, like all of them. He lost. He wants them back, right? Like he's hungry. Like I think he's gonna work harder. I don't think he's gonna win though, cause I don't think he got the skill of Bud to really.
Yeah. It's gonna be a better fight.
Yeah, he's gonna actually try his hardest.
Bud figured him out early, and it was kind of over from that point.
He got to do something different. He gotta.
It's a lot of controversy in that. Some will argue Earl didn't look like himself. Some will argue he has something.
Yeah, I do think Earl didn't look like himself going into that fight.
I would say, you know what I mean? The whole accident thing, he had 2 fights before that. He fought you guys. And then I think he fought,
I can't think of it, bro.
I forget who he fought after that, but I think he had 2 fights prior to the Blood fight. But, just overall, just the excitement
his accident was crazy.
In the sport of boxing.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you.
His car accident. Remember I showed it to you?
Collins.
Okay. Yeah.
Bro got ejected out of the car and everything.
Yeah, it was crazy. But in bigger terms, you know what I mean? We definitely praying for Earl. You know, if in fact that does happen, I'll be here for it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm watching this.
Yeah, because wish you was there to watch this last one. Because it was a great experience.
I should have just came out anyway.
Yeah. Because
you'd have got some food. This guy was.
I ate before I left.
This is stiff, man.
I ate before I left.
I don't want to take a shot. This man ain't want to do this. Just sat there like a robot the whole time.
I engaged in conversations though.
Engaged in conversations?
I engaged in conversations. I wasn't a silent robot.
I get it. You just
look. Next time, I got you. Next time, I'm not gonna eat nothing. I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna drink.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I'm gonna come there starving.
Yeah, please do. Please do. You know what I mean? It's plenty. It's more than enough for everybody.
I just, you know, I didn't know what to expect for real. I had to come prepared.
I feel it.
And now I know. So next
time,
time,
make that chicken that weekend.
I definitely will.
And tell them to make extra.
Nee, if you watching this, or Ma, if you could please make the buffalo chicken dip as requested by these great gentlemen, it would be greatly appreciated. Because as much as I love it, I know that they would love it too. If you could do that for me, that would be amazing.
But to get back on the boxing, I think only way Canelo fights Bud is if he beats Benavidez. Cause I really think he's gonna fight Benavidez. Like, I think the story has been there. Benavidez has been calling bro out for like a year and some change now.
Yeah, I definitely. Yeah,
So I think like
it's definitely gonna be a while. I'm not gonna say what. It'll definitely be probably like 6 months to 8 months before we even see another Canelo fight. You know what I mean? He's definitely gonna take this off and enjoy for real.
Because I mean,
next time we're gonna see a Bud fight.
Benavidez 6'2", Canelo 5'7", 5'8". Height difference is crazy, but like I mean,
we've seen Tank dominate Mario Barrios. So
shout out, bro.
You know what
I
I'm
ain't gonna
saying?
lie,
he definitely
came out there and showed out.
Yeah, you guys. I don't understand why. You know what I mean? Shout out to you guys because he has the spirit of a warrior.
Yeah.
His eye just be getting swollen, just crazy fast for him. It's tight, like.
And it's just like once you get that eye gone, it's really you could do
but
whatever
this
you
has been
want.
like this has been in multiple fights. Like when he fought Earl, like his eye looked like a baseball.
Yeah.
So
it be getting crazy.
I mean? But just in the sport of just like in the sport of boxing and the aftermath, like they have to deal with the idea of like, you know what I mean, where do I go from here if I lose a big fight? Where do I go from here if I win a big fight? But that's just a bigger thing in life because our fights are different. You know what I mean? They're in a bigger sense, they're still fights. Different scenarios, different situations, you know what I'm saying? But it's that bigger thing of where do we go from here?
I think another great example too, I don't even cut you off, but another great example is like, the Miami Heat.
I was
like,
just thinking about that.
Because it's like, they done lost at finals. They didn't get Damian Lillard.
Okay, yeah.
They lost Max Strus. Like, who else did lose? Gabe Vincent. It's like, you lost.
This is true. Shout out Gabe.
Yeah, because they balled out.
Shout out Gabe.
But it's like, you lose these pieces after losing the finals, and on top of that, not getting the biggest target, who verbally said he wants to come to your team. It's like, all right, now you gotta really figure out everything.
Where do we go from here?
Yeah, it's like what do we do? I mean, we see Jimmy in good spirits, Jimmy trolling and everything like that, but it's like
Jimmy.
Deep down inside, you mad because you don't get that star that can help you get over the hump.
They're not gonna ever get over that.
Because it's like now, I don't think y'all beating Milwaukee anymore. Like,
you know what I'm saying? That'll be a tough.
If in fact, be in Boston now with Drew and
you know what I'm saying? If in fact they do end up doing it and the Heat somehow find a way to come out of the East
of all time.
I'm putting Jimmy up there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I'm
I'm gonna have to put Jimmy up there. You know what I'm saying? He's already in terms one of the best Miami Heat players to ever.
Yeah,
but he'll definitely get up there. And
who's top 5 Heat?
Wade, Ryan, Alonzo Mourning, Bosh, Jimmy. Well, Jimmy and Bosh.
Alright, valid.
Shaq probably like top.
Yeah, because
I was kind of debating on those two.
Yeah, I was like, Shaq.
Because by the time Shaq got there, it was kind of.
They did get a chip, but it's like
that was really
more so
Wade.
If we put in that, it's more so. I gotta give it to Chris Bosh over Shaq, considering the fact that Chris Bosh was more impactful.
Definitely
more. Shaq, they really only had one season.
Yeah, he definitely.
I mean, Bosh got that.
he had already had 3 rings already.
Yeah. Shaq had 3,
yeah.
and that was his 4th.
You
Kobe came back at 5th.
know what I'm saying?
Nah, I think that's really what sets apart, like, the greats. Because even though, they played on the same team, they was in competition with each other. They both wanted that chip on their own. Because, I mean, in the media, it was like, they were saying Shaq needed Kobe, Kobe needed Shaq, all this and that. It's like, all right.
They didn't need each other, but they needed somebody.
Exactly. Because
Like
everybody needs somebody.
You know what I'm saying? He needed Paul. He needed Paul Gasol.
Yeah.
He definitely needed Paul. And I mean, it's evident that Shaq needed D Wade.
Yeah, because Shaq wasn't moving the way he was moving.
Yeah, you feel me? So
those days were over.
Yeah.
just in bigger terms of spilled milk, I think it comes with the idea of character development. Going through certain situations, being in situations where you have to, understand and really like resonate with just how you feel at the time, and more so than anything, realize that appreciate where you are now
Yeah.
based on, where you've been before. You know what I'm saying? And I
And
think
also staying
that's the
patient.
biggest, yeah, definitely, for sure, staying
patient.
patient. That's been the biggest, thing in this process. We touched on, a multitude of things from sports, just the,
Yeah.
it all ties into the same
This
thing.
episode.
You know what I mean? Of just the idea of,
Yeah.
just the idea of learning.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Learning every day.
Getting better within our, respective roles, whatever that might be.
Mm-hmm.
And for you guys out there struggling with it, you know what I'm saying? Just the idea of appreciating the moment, appreciating who you are, what you're about, and learning just the idea of who you are. You know what I'm saying? And more times than not, we find that in spilled milk situations. We find out what we're made of. We find out things about ourselves that might be ugly, that we might like, that we might want to fix. It's all a process, but you can't resonate with it until you've been there before, until you've had those struggles and those those trials and tribulations. So hey, you know what I'm saying? That's just one of those things where I've been elated. You know what I mean? This whole episode, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't ask for a better discussion. So.
Nope. This was probably, that's my favorite one.
It's definitely up there.
Yeah. I think episode 4 probably still number 1.
I don't know about you. I really like them all.
Yeah. They all show growth.
You feel me?
Elevating.
Progressively gets better and better.
No doubt.
This year, the year's title is called Elevating. Just getting better.
Season 2.
Guys, we're nearing the end of season 1.
Yeah.
Season 2 will be right behind it, but a whole different setup for season 2 is what we have set up for you guys, and for the rest of these episodes, we'll just keep you posted and keep you in touch with what's going to be going on. We will have a special guest on season 1 towards the end. But I want you guys to know that during this process and during everything thus far leading up there, guys, this was just an idea.
Literally,
I mean that three guys from Baltimore just came together
And one apartment.
and you know what I'm saying, and wanted to do for real. You know what I'm saying?
You got
And it started before that. You know what I mean? It definitely started before that. So
History.
Been wanting to do this for a while.
Facts. It's an ocean, man.
Yeah.
So
Gotta stay hungry.
next week, episode 7, we have the power of information.
The power of information.
Ooh. Very, very intriguing topic, as always. I know y'all, you know what I mean, we say every episode is exciting. That's because it is. You know what I'm saying?
53 minutes of greatness.
You know what I'm saying? 53 minutes of greatness, of laughter, of just a combination of a whole bunch of things that we hope that we could have touched you and leave you with something. But until then, guys, we want you to stay blessed, stay healthy, stay positive, stay caring. All of those things above. Stay humble, and most importantly,
Stay elusive.
Yo.